This video is brought to you by A Better Route Planner, the route planner for EVs. Hundreds of cars are supported. Choose your configuration, plan your route with the charging network that you want to prefer or charging networks that you want to avoid. If you're a premium member, you can use real-time weather forecast and traffic information, and you can also use A Better Route Planner in your car with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Use the link in the description to support the channel and use A Better Route Planner Premium for 30 days for free.
Hello everyone, I'm in the Audi A6 E-Tron rear-wheel drive, peak of 280 kilowatt, can drive a top speed of 210 kilometers an hour, and today we're gonna drive with a bit of power. I'm gonna go in dynamic mode. We are soon on a highway where I can drive a bit faster and it's a bit more safe because it's during the week. Trucks are on the highway, boo! But the stretch I'm driving, the 30 kilometers in one way and then 30 kilometers back, is usually okay. So let's have a bit of fun, and I will reset my trip. When we are on that stretch, I'm gonna see what consumption it has, because so far I'm driving 130, 115. Consumption is amazing. There we had it. 214 kilometers an hour is the speed that shows me, and then the power goes away. I drove 200 kilometers an hour in a corner, and it's not the best I have ever experienced, but it's pretty good. And it's better than most cars. So it is a great car to drive a bit faster. Acceleration is good. It's not, oh my God, what's happening? It's starting to rain. What the hell? But it feels, I can see the speed going up, but it doesn't feel like oh my God, I'm accelerating. I went to the instant consumption so we can see what the consumption is at that speed, because that's interesting. Oh man. This car, by the way, has 20-inch sport tires on. I think 265 in the rear and 235 in the front. Yeah, that's it, top speed, and it looks like 400 watt-hours per kilometer. When I get off the accelerator pedal, when regen kicks in B, it does a tiny little movement, which happens with a lot of cars. I've experienced it many times. Rarely a car, when you accelerate a lot and drive a fast speed and then you get into full regen, is not moving a tiny bit. Yeah, but I notice it all the time. So driving 200 in this car, when I drive by a car, when there's a tiny bit of wind, a bump on the road, I'm moving around. I have to be very concentrated. I have to hold the steering wheel hard. And yeah, it drives good, don't get me wrong, but it drives like an ID3 GTX. When this goes, maybe not, maybe the GTX is a bit less stable than this, but I was expecting a bit more from the A6. I thought at 200 it would be extremely stable, and it's not. I'm a tiny bit disappointed. I was expecting that, because Audi is really great when it comes to stability and comfort, even at high speeds, and this car doesn't have it. So a Q6 and an SQ6 is more stable and more controllable at high speeds. Of course, I mean, I just drove the Audi RS e-tron GT Performance. That car at 200, it's a super sports car, so you can't compare it. But that suspension was done in a way, and the whole car, that when you drive 200, it feels like nothing. It feels like you're driving 140 in this car. Then at 250, it's similar to this at 200. I'm now in individual mode, where I have everything in comfort. I want to see if it feels different. Acceleration is good, but it's the same. There's no difference at 200. What's great about this car, in dynamic mode, the car sound is louder, but not as in the Q6. So at 130, when you speed up in the Q6, you hear that motor sound. Here it's not there. So I prefer that. That's awesome. It's unbelievable when you see a little Skoda Octavia driving 200. That's cool. Go drive. What's here? Nah, that's stupid. I don't need that. Ooh, corner 180. Yeah, it's just not nice. Even at 180 in a corner, feels, I have to hold the steering wheel very hard, and I have to be careful. And I notice every tiny little wind thing. Where was the speed limit? That there's a construction zone. There was no speed limit. That's weird. So it's definitely not better than my ID7 at 180, which is weird. I thought it would be way more stable and comfortable. I've noticed that, like I said, in the Q6, Q8 of course, SQ6, and of course in the e-tron GT. And I thought this car would be the same, but I guess it's way more built for comfort than it is for a bit sportier driving and faster driving. Average speed 158. Average consumption 349 watt-hours per kilometer. That's okay. We used 18% of the battery. I'm sorry, this is not a car to go fast. It's not nice. Again, there are cars that are way worse, a lot of cars, but I was expecting just more from Audi. So we did it. Average speed 160, 65 kilometers, and we used around 20% of the battery. Average consumption 345. that's okay. A lot of acceleration and a lot of high-speed driving and trying to drive the top speed a few times. I said it already what I think of it. Overall, it's a great car, and it's not loud at 200, so that has to be said. It's not loud and it's not uncomfortable, but it's not amazingly stable. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below, and here on YouTube there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.